Okay, so for rain garden design, if your yard does not have a natural depression, you can actually create one by digging it. And some people, if it's small, by hand. Some people might use a rototiller, which isn't necessarily recommended because it mixes the grasses and the things at the top, in with the soil. And then some people can use a sod cutter. And a sod cutter is a good idea because it gets most of the sod, and then once the sod's broken, it's easier to do the digging. What we had to do right here was we have a backhoe, and a backhoe is quite good, but it does take kind of large chunks. You don't want to go deep. A rain garden the basin shouldn't be any more than 5 to 6 inches. It's actually very, very shallow. And we'll talk more about how deep you can go with some of the layers of soil, but basically the water is only on the top 3 inches. So our site actually has a lot of clay soil, and you can actually use clay soil, but you would want to do a shallower depression because the water drains a little bit more slowly and you don't want to collect quite as much. And if your soil is really sandy and porous, then you can build a deeper one, like maybe even a foot deep would be possible. So what some people do is they take the grass, the sod, and they turn it over and put a little berm around the edge, or you could put soil around the edge and do that. We're not going to do that. I'm going to show you a nice, neat way to edge it. And the basin should have a flat bottom. We haven't started working the soil yet. It should have a flat bottom, and the sides should just gently slope down. And you could have a slightly deeper area in the center if you want. But how big should a rain garden be? It should be at least 100 to 150 square feet. This is about 9 by 13, maybe 14, so it's somewhere around 120 square feet. It's a really nice, doable size. And you want to pick kind of a rounded or oval or kidney bean shape for it to be more natural looking. So if you're starting from scratch, there's a way to do it using a hose, and we want to show you, how to do it with the hose.
Mm-hmm.
So if you run that, and just you might not have to use the whole thing. It's just whoops.
Well, we might have to
Oh, that's kind of nice, like that. What would you like? It's your call. Pick a shape.
I was just trying to flatten it out a little.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
It's an amoeba.
Yeah.
And how many feet are you away here at this location? You said something about 16 feet?
Yeah, we decided to go here because you want to stay about 16 feet from a drain field or a sewer. You just want to, stay a little bit, preferably downhill. Okay, so here's a nice natural looking shape, and a hose lends itself really well to get those organic shapes. And if you were going to come in with some type of a piece of machinery like we had to do with the backhoe, you might want to take some paint. It's a special marking paint you can buy for cement and gravel or dirt or, on the grass, and paint like a spray paint. Paint a line around so you can remove this and then go ahead and